So we've pretty much talked about a lot of the topics that relate to money, finance, what you can do, emergency fund, how to think about money, and the basics of money and asset versus liabilities, and how to think about that. So one of my last question is, how should people think going forward about the possibilities? We already talked about the scarcity mindset and the abundance mindset, but I want to go into more of specifics of what other opportunities out there in these times. And when a pandemic hits or when there's a downturn in the economy, what other possibilities or opportunities do you think people should look for? And how do you search for them?
Okay. So I'm gonna be
And we
very
already talked
detailed.
about stocks, and then yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
No, no, no worries. This is very detailed. That's not the limit. These are just a few creative things.
Yeah.
Now, when we're looking at the streams of income and possibilities of
Mm-hmm.
what you can do during this time, first, to increase the money coming in, okay? Um, and then we can maybe touch on the decrease of money going out,
Mm-hmm.
okay? Because these are the two things that constitute, who you are in your cash flow pretty much, okay? So, well, one of the easiest things so many people talk about is using your current skill set.
Yeah.
Uh, Easiest example, I love talking, I love writing, I read a few things. So I said, well, how can I combine all of these things? Came up with the YouTube channel. That's something for fun, but
Mm-hmm.
also, yeah, it doesn't have to be for fun. It can turn, and it does turn into a monetary possibility. You can actually make money out of it.
Yeah.
Straight up, you do make money out of these things. So, that's a possibility you can look at. Another possibility, of course, we said is investing and learning your best about investing. A third one, and this is, if you have some money, okay? If you have some money, real estate investing during pandemics.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's worth exploring. Look at my words. You gotta be careful. It is something that is worth exploring, given that the market have taken a hit already. Now, what is the lowest point? We don't know. But things have taken a hit. Things have slowed down. So I believe a good possibility right now is buying a property, a rental property actually, that can be there. You will earn some income, but also over time, when things kind of get back to normal, you build a nice equity. You build a nice equity, and probably the value of this property is going to increase because we know things are kind of undervalued, a little bit undervalued now. So it's also something that is worth exploring. A lot of people are talking about starting their e-commerce business. I'll be very careful there. I'll be very, very, very careful. It's a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
Start, no worries. But when you're exploring this venue, it is so damn competitive. About 90% of people that start their own business, they fail within the first year. 80 something percent or 84% fail within 5 years. So, is having your own business worth exploring? Yes. But this is something that you shouldn't go in and say, oh, I'm going to have an e commerce store. That sucks. Even people that do it and share their revenue numbers, I look at how much things are costing them and all of this. And when you're looking at pure profit after everything, is it that good? Sometimes no, actually. So
Mm-hmm.
I have a big stance on e-commerce and being careful when starting something. But if you want to start a business, and you have a business plan, you have a vision, you have a mindset, you have tools to achieve financing objectives, you set clear milestones, you set, a clear corporate strategy, you set tactic objectives to achieve these strategies and all of this, and you can make it into action, and you have all the right people, then by all means discover an option of online business that will be, great. And overall, Mo, I think one of the biggest things is discovering the creativity side of people, man. When we're sitting there, I think it's a great time to discover knowledge or to gain knowledge that you can turn into a skill, and with the right desire, this can turn into money making tool. But whatever. So I would say for a lot of people, some of the possibilities are listing down the things you like, turning, picking one or two, turning them into a knowledge, gaining knowledge in this area, turning them into skill, turning the skill into or with the desire, turning the skill into money making tool. I think this is some of the possibilities people can discover during this time.
Beautifully said. Essentially, you're saying that be productive and work your ass off and explore all the options that are out there,
Yeah.
but be self-aware of what you're good at and what you're not good at. And then if it works out and see the competition, then roll with it and then keep growing.